EPC.
A very good evening and welcome to Eswatini TV News at 8. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lindo Masugu and your sign language interpreter for tonight is Namatlabiso Kambule. Let's take a look at the news making headlines tonight. The patron of Cheshire Homes, Eswatini, Ngosigati Magelantentesa, has been honored for excelling in her role as patron of the center. The Minister for Commerce has urged entrepreneurs to spread their wings and think globally. Simise Mamba is the new Chief Financial Officer for Eswatini TV. Well, let's get straight into the news in detail. The patron of Cheshire Homes, Eswatini, Ngosigati Magelantentesa, has been honored for excelling in her role as patron of the center. Ngosigati was awarded for demonstrating the remarkable resilience as patron of the center amid an array of challenges. This took place at an appreciation day that was hosted by the center to appreciate its donors. Ngosigati made use of the event to lament the impact of COVID-19 on the center.
For the past 20 years, Ngosigati Magelantentesa has sacrificially anchored Cheshire Homes Eswatini as patron of the center. There have been alarming moments when it faced closure due to lack of funding, but Ngosigati's timely intervention saved the situation. The Appreciation Day was designed to thank companies who support the center financially and otherwise in its noble mandate to provide rehabilitative care to persons living with disabilities. Ngosigati says though the center continues to receive support, the COVID-19 pandemic has reversed significant progress that it had attained over years of hard work.
Recently, we successfully held our revived fundraising walk at Malolocha, where we witnessed a huge turnout, and seeing all you come out and uplifting it was such a delight. We are pleased to be able to host the walk after challenging walk 3 years of absence during the COVID-19 pandemic. We certainly miss this excitement and vibe that our walkers bring during this beautiful charity event. This long break weighted heavily on our resources, a clear indication of how far the funds were collected from this initiative goes in assisting us procure the much-needed medical equipment and meeting the operational cost of running the home. The negative impact of the pandemic have robbed us and the entire nation of many gains we have made. However, we remain optimistic that with the continued collaboration from us as our friends and partners, we shall rise again and see good growth post-COVID-19.
Ngosigati expressed appreciation to His Majesty's government for extending continued financial support to the center.
We particularly wish to also express our sincere appreciation to His Majesty's government for the financial support rendered in the form of subvention it gives to Cheshire Homes to support its mandate. This assistance goes a long way in assisting the home reach its full potential and fulfill its mission of providing quality, accessible, and affordable rehabilitation services to many Emaswati.
Her Royal Highness Princess Lindy were noted Ngosigati's passion for the center and further thanked His Majesty King Mswati III for blessing Ngosigati's role as patron.
Siphinze siyibonge nayo ingonyama lemkhululile iNkosikati ukuthi ite wende lo msebenzi lona ngoba ngaphandle kwa support yenkosi kutaba ngaba likhuni ukuthi kwende lokho kepha imvumele ukuthi akahambe asite lesive sayo njengaloko sithi ngalusito longaka.
I am reminded.
Nomfundo Sbanyon spoke on behalf of companies and expressed gratitude to the center for publicly acknowledging the assistance it receives from its donors. The chairman of the board of directors, Themba Dlamini, presented the award on behalf of the board. He said Ngosigati's commitment to the organization is simply unmatched.
Bokuthi lapho sokulukhuni khona nathi sesisangene sihambe siye kumake sithi hey make kumatima senda njani neke silivale lelikhaya nasilivale lelikhaya sesisho ukuthi laveni sokutabete abantu labatawuphila nekukhubateka athi make bantu babami asengibone ukuthi ngidawenda njani utathu uvile uve CEO lokhona ngaleso sikhathi sangishayela ukuthi Nkosi kunemali lesiyitholile levela kumake lacela ukuthi asichubekene sirane ngayo lelikhaya
43 companies were awarded certificates of appreciation for supporting the non-profit making organization. A significant number of the companies has supported the center for over 10 years. On the news, I'm Sandile Makanye, reporting from Eswatini.
The Minister for Commerce, Mangoba Khumalo, has urged entrepreneurs to spread their wings and think globally. He was speaking during the Hoho Regional Entrepreneur of the Year Award ceremony, which was held at Eswatini on Tuesday.
51 entrepreneurs entered for the Hoho Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Speaking during the awarding ceremony of the Hoho Entrepreneur of the Year for the Hoho region, the Minister of Commerce, Mangoba Khumalo, urged the entrepreneurs to dream big and not only think local, but think global.
We passed a bill that has been in the making for more than 12 years now. For various reasons, it couldn't go through. We call it the Citizens Economic Empowerment Bill. This bill is now ready for accent by our principals. It's a bill that I'm really excited about because it is designed to create specific incentives for you. It will have a Citizens Economic Empowerment Council, and that council is going to then issue regulations, and that will speak to what businesses are preserved for Eswatini.
SEDCO MD Ketiwe Mhlanga says they saw more entries in the whole region and they're impressed with those numbers.
Our small enterprises are slowly growing, but they do require that support in terms of training, in terms of mentorship, in terms of business coaching, and also just financial literacy.
The FNB CEO Dennis Mbingo says they are committed to focusing and supporting the SMEs. They then posed in front of the car to be won by the Entrepreneur of the Year. The Entrepreneur of the Year Awards will be held on the 28th of July at the Mavuso Trade Center. Reporting IMK NMC with Smuva Shongwe, Emafini in Babani.
The Ministry of Health will hire 100 health workers who will be deployed in different health facilities around the country. The minister said this in Parliament on Monday when updating members of Parliament on what the ministry is doing to improve health care in the country.
The minister says government has already agreed to filling some of these vacancies. She says this will address the shortage of health workers, emphasizing that this is not the last batch of employment as they will continue negotiating with the Civil Service Commission to fill more of the existing posts in the health sector.
Hulumende usivumele usisicashe tisebenzi leti 100 emkhatsini wabo labo kunabodokotela abang 31 kunabonesi naletinye tisebenzi. Lokhu ke kutasita ukuthi sikhone kwekuthi sivale leto tikhala lesetiphuthuma kakhulu. Akusho kodwa ukuthi lo msebenzi sowuphelele lapho ngoba litiko le public service ne CSC batawuchubeka basibambise ukuthi kubonakale tonke letinye tikhala nokuthi dingavale kanjani.
The minister says they will give every candidate a chance to do an internship of 2 years to determine if they are fit for the job. She says this will be despite of where they attended tertiary learning. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Langamandla, Thembinkosi Mavimbela, Lobamba.
Simise Mamba is the new Chief Financial Officer for Eswatini TV. The new CFO was presented to the different head of departments by the CEO Mlamuli Dlamini on Tuesday.
Speaking when presenting the new Chief Financial Officer to the Eswatini TV Head of Departments, the CEO Mlamuli Dlamini says the new CFO comes with experience that will assist and move the institution forward. He says they will support her in her new task.
Is a very, very experienced accounting and finance expert. She has a very, very good track record and respect in the field, and we feel very honored that she found it appropriate to choose to come and join our team here at Eswatini TV. One other thing that I do want to mention that is very exciting to me is that as I was introduced to the institution just recently, the Ministry of ICT stressed quite a lot that we need to maintain a high standard of integrity. We need to have really good policies, processes that align with industry standards and also government and PEU standards and guidelines.
The new CFO, Simise Mamba, promised to work with the team to achieve the institution's goals.
I promise that I will uphold the mandate that the ICT Ministry has given us, which is to promote transparency, accountability with the highest form of integrity as we manage the funds that the government of Eswatini has entrusted upon the Eswatini TV.
The Minister of ICT emphasized on the proper management of funds in the institution. Reporting IMKN MCB with Smuva Shongwe, Mbabane.
The Ministry of Agriculture will engage chiefs to find solutions to the grievance of lack of commercial farming land raised by the youth during the Youth in Agriculture in Davao. This has been said by the Principal Secretary, Sidney Smilani, when giving details on how the ministry will address the challenges raised by the youth during the summit, which was held at Mavuso Trade and Exhibition Center in Manzini 2 weeks ago.
In the summit, the youth registered some of the challenges they face in the farming sector and possible solutions. The Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture says the ministry has already started working to address some of these challenges.
One other contribution that young people made was that they want to be provided with land. They need land, so we looked at the issue. Mainly, the young people come from Eswatini Nation land, where they are not able to counter as young people. So we're looking at a way out to assist them. We've had, or we're planning to have sessions where we'll meet with the various chiefs in the country. Maybe we'll have regional meetings where we will sit down and discuss with them that if young people need to develop certain projects, they must be given land. As a ministry, are planning to provide resources to assist the young people. The resources will come as funds, development funds. They will also come as subsidies and sometimes grants.
The Principal Secretary says they are engaging stakeholders on making the summit a yearly event so that the youth can receive more knowledge on commercial farming. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ngamandla, Mbabane.
The Elections and Boundaries Commission, EBC, is happy with the number of Emaswati inspecting the voters' roll to find out if their names are appearing and also check if the people in the voters' roll are indeed from their respective communities. EBC Communications Officer Mbonisi Bembe says by nominations day, every hiccups will have been attended and sorted. Bembe talks about some of the concerns received by EBC.
Lethi libandla alivetela ukuthi nembalase litfolile emaphepha lagcoliswa sive lapho khona abikela libandla ukuthi akatholakali kulolohlu lwebamvu lababhalisile babhalisela kutovota athola futhi nekuthi labanye bayabona ukuthi emabito abo abhaliseke kabi labanye iminyaka yabo ibhaliseke kabi labanye sebafise ukuthi bangashintsha tindzawo lapho khona bayovotela khona.
Bembe says EPC would like to inform Eswatini that it has officially received the reports that names of some people who registered for the ongoing national elections do not appear in the voters' roll. He says EPC has also received concerns that some of the names were not correctly captured. He adds that some Eswatini complained that their ages were incorrectly captured, while others have registered issues to change voting stations. Bembe says these were mostly those who were not aware that EPC has added voting stations near them. Bembe further adds that EPC is working on all concerns received, including those of voters who are not appearing in the voters' roll. Bembe says it has since been discovered that these people are captured in the EPC server.
High Court Judge Justice Mavuso has reserved judgment in the application filed by self-confessed Solidarity Forces Commander Tabugnene and his co-accused Sibusiso Nkomonye, where they want an order to be allowed to get medical attention from the Kimbabane Government Hospital. The matter was argued in court on Tuesday.
The court reserved judgment after hearing arguments from the accused person's legal representative, senior lawyer Professor Dlamini, and the Crown's representatives, Siboniso Hlawe and Thabo Dlamini. The accused persons are Thabo Kunene and Sibusiso Nkomonye. The matter was before High Court Judge Justice Mavuso. Judge Mavuso said a written judgment will be issued. During the court proceedings, the judge mentioned that the right to health is given to anyone by the Constitution of Eswatini. The Crown pleaded with the court to dismiss the agent application where Kunene and Nkomonye wanted an order directing the Crown to allow them to get medical assistance at the Mbabane Government Hospital. The Crown accused Kunene and Nkomonye of abusing the court. The Crown argued that the Chuyo was supposed to request from His Majesty's Correctional Services that they wanted to seek medical care from the Mbabane Government Hospital instead of running to the court. It was the Crown's argument that the Chuyo have been allowed to get medical attention from the Mbabane Government Hospital, so the application before court has been overtaken by events. The Crown said the Chuyo failed to indicate why they needed a court order, as they were allowed to get medical care. In their court application, the Chuyo said they were severely assaulted when they were caught in South Africa. They further alleged that while kept at His Majesty's Correctional Services, they were being tortured and they are not in good health. It was among these reasons that they wanted to seek medical attention at the Mbabane Government Hospital. The Chuyo face 43 counts of contravening Section 5 of Suppression of Terrorism Act of 2008. As amended, the accused persons face 6 murder counts, 17 attempted murder counts, 9 counts of malicious damage to property, as well as 2 arson counts. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, High Court.
A woman was found lying in a pool of blood with her throat slit open at Nkoneni area in Hlangano. Police have asked the public to assist with information that may lead to the apprehension of suspects.
Emaphoyisa aseshiselweni acela sive siside ngeinformation lengasita ukuthi kuboshwe umuntu lokutholakala kusolakala ukuthi ubulele makelo neminyaka lengu-27.
Superintendent Pinjile Vilagati says on a sad note, there's been a 27-year-old who was brutally murdered in Hlangano in the Shiselweni region. She asked for assistance from members of the public who can dial the 999 toll-free number. On another note, she reports a breakthrough in locating cars that were reported stolen last week, that 2 of those cars have been found. She says 2 SWAZ nationals have been brought to book and are being questioned in relation to that case. She again asked for assistance from members of the public to locate the remaining 2 cars that are still missing. Whoever may have assistance can contact the police on 999 or the crime prevention desk. Reporting, I am Kian MCB with Fortune Dlangamandla, Matsapa.
Let's take a look at the financial indicators. And now into your sports roundup. The 2023 COSAFA Cup gets underway on Wednesday when Sihlangu Semnigati takes on Botswana in the opening game of the tournament under Group A. The following report looks briefly at the history of the tournament.
In less than 48 hours, the 22nd edition of the COSAFA Cup will get underway with 12 teams looking to battle it up in the Republic of South Africa in Durban. Eswatini is alongside host nations South Africa, Namibia and Botswana. Eswatini will officially open the tournament on Wednesday when they face Botswana in Group A. The history of the tournament tells us that both Zimbabwe and Zambia are the most decorated nations in the tournament, having won it on 6 occasions each, followed by South Africa on 5 occasions, while Angola has so far lifted it 3 times. Both Mozambique and Eswatini have the best record of finishing as bronze winners on 2 occasions each. Felix Badenhorst remains the tournament's top scorer with 9 goals, and Sabelo Skalinziniza could overtake the record if he managed to score 2 goals in this year's tournament. The champions will walk away with $500,000 emarangeni, while the runners-up will get 250,000 emarangeni. Bronze medalists will get 125,000 emarangeni. Moving on in our other sports news, the Eswatini Judo Association is in hard preparations, looking to introduce a national team in the near future. The association's president, Princess Tobile Magagula, says it has always remained in their plans to ensure that they begin to compete internationally.
We do not have a senior national team yet because it's not a discipline that you can just pick up as an adult and become competitive at it. So our current team that we're grooming for the next seniors have been in judo for the past 13 years. They have been practicing judo and they'll be ready to join the seniors next year. In terms of developing the sport, we have representation in various schools in 2 regions of the kingdom. The Sports Council has issued a policy to represent the kingdom. Athletes need to have a podium finish here at home. So the challenge that we have is that we don't have a big enough group to have that type of tournament. So the plan is to sign an MOU with Mozambique and with South Africa, where we join in on their games so that they can help us to qualify for podium finishes.
The association is also looking to introduce the sport into schools to ensure that they get the so talented young athletes in schools. For Eswatini TV Sports, Sobisum Sonera, Mbabane.
Well, that's how we reach the end of tonight's bulletin. But before we leave you, here's a reminder of the news-making headlines. The patron of Cheshire Homes, Eswatini, Ngosigati Magelantentesa, has been honored for excelling in her role as patron of the center. The Minister for Commerce has urged entrepreneurs to spread their wings and think globally. Simise Mamba is the new Chief Financial Officer for Eswatini TV. All right, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the weather forecast from all of us here as the Eswatini TV News team. It's good night.
At Hi-Fi Corp, we know it's like such a big deal when you shop the Sinotech 50-inch UHD Android TV for 5,999, save 2,000. Or this Orion 4-slice toaster for 399, save 60. Or this Hisense Inox 264-liter fridge freezer for 5,999, save 500. Price is valid until 16 July 2023. T's and C's apply. Hi-Fi Corp, where it's a big deal every day.
At Spar, we've checked every price, counted every coin, and cut every cost to bring you Spar Super Saver Week. Get even more for your money, like